Point four of the mistakes is they don't know their numbers. And this one is a killer for marketing. It always has been. It always will be. If you don't know your marketing numbers, how many leads did you get today? How many people that called you today came from your ad in the newspaper? How many people that emailed you today came direct from your website? How many came from referrals? If you're not asking the simple questions, by the way, how did you find out about us? If you're not finding out from people whether they're a repeat customer and new customer, if you're not asking these questions, you won't know your numbers, you mess it up. So that's why I teach two things. First of all, test. Second is measure. Now, test is basically, Tony, and you know this real well because that's part of your business, is testing what things people do. But 80% of marketing will fail. I'll state this to you directly. 80% of marketing will fail. Now, what does that mean? That means you got to test 10 different ads, 10 different headlines, 10 different emails, 10 different whatever you're doing, 10 different web pages, 10 different buttons on your website, 10 different email subject lines. You got to test those things. Now, this takes time, energy, and effort, but it's the science of marketing. If I test, and I'll give you a simple example that a couple of years back, we do an ad in Success Magazine, right? And it's $14,000 an ad. And it's like, okay, so it's got to work. We measure our results. We ask them, find out who came from the ad. How did you find out about us? I saw you in Success Magazine. Great. The headlines started to reduce. The responses were dwindling. So we had to come up with a new headline. The marketing team sat around, brainstormed a dozen different headlines. I put in two into the things. I happened to be in the office that day. And we had a young intern. He put in one. Now, here's the question. I'm the guru. I know everything about marketing, right? Whose headline got the best result?
The intern.
The intern! Now, here's the crazy thing. If you think you're good at marketing, you're a crazy moron. Like you said, I'm a marketing guru. No, I'm not. The client is the guru. The customer is the guru. We took all those headlines, threw them up on Google, gave them each a $20 budget, and said, which one gets the most clicks? By the end of the day, we know that his headline got 16 times more clicks than our previous best headline. Mm-hmm. So his headline works. Good. Give the kid a job. Now, keep him on stuff. So that's testing, and you got to do that with all marketing. And if you're lazy, you won't do it. If you don't have a marketing person, point number one, you won't do it. Measuring is just finding the details. Like, I'll give you a simple example. One of our clients in the clothing business, retail business, we started asking questions about what's their conversion rate. And of course, in the beginning, they measured and they said, well, our conversion rate is around 40%. So 4 out of 10 people that come into the store buy stuff. I said, that's fantastic. I said, let's measure it in more detail. What's your conversion rate per salesperson? Of course, there's one guy at 80-something and one gal at 20-something. All right, we got to bring her up. And then we started measuring, what about when you sell to old people versus young people, male versus female? What about when you're selling casual clothing versus suits and ties? So we start measuring all of these things and we find out who's great at it. Good. Teach everyone else how to do that. Who's not great at it? Good. You're no longer allowed in the suits department. You're in casual, okay? Stay in casual. You stay in suits. These sorts of things. Got to do it. Must do it. Can I go to point 5?
Yeah, I just want to make one point on that. Every Thursday, we have my team, there's 6 of us in the marketing and sales area, and we do an analysis every Thursday. We have a 1-hour Zoom call, just like we're doing here, and we literally go through all the numbers, all the leads that came in, where they came from, which number was closed, which ones weren't, which are in the hopper, still possibilities. What's working, what's not working. So, the whole concept of measuring and testing is significant.
Yeah.
No question about it. I wish more people did it.
I love it.